Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with the 411 SmackDown Live for August the 29th, 2017 in Little Rock, Arkansas. Which I would have not went to if I even wanted to. So there you go, that's Little Rock. Jinder starts off the show, the Singh brothers. Jinder cuts, promo. I think his cadence is way off. I think that's the one thing that I haven't been able to put my finger on, that it just kind of clicked with me tonight, that Jinder just not being able to deliver the promo the way he needs to. It doesn't make him look horrible, but it doesn't make him look great, which to me is just as bad. You need to shine. You've been put in the position, even though it seems like management doesn't even care about you being the WWE Champion, you have to go out and perform in all aspects. Ring work, I've got no problem with, but when you get a live mic, you have to put over whatever needs to be done. And always remember, if I could give Jinder any advice, I would say, they'll probably hand you a script and you'll say, okay, but once you're in the ring and that live mic is in your hand, you need to get over, no matter what the directive is. Because a lot of times the directive is wrong. The Singh brothers, by the way, went way too long with this stupid apology, just on and on. We've got other shit to do. Come on, guys, let's pick it up. Orton comes out, Shinsuke comes out, Rusev comes out. Jinder already said that they were going to be a tag match tonight. This just helped set it up. Babyface is left laying. The Ascension versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. I love seeing the Ascension on TV again. Actually wrestling. It was really awesome to see, because I'm a huge fan of the Ascension, but I must be the only one. Gable and Shelton Benjamin win. I don't like that they put Gable in this. I don't like that they put Shelton in this. I think that they should have went off. I would have loved to seen Chad Gable turn heel off of this split with Jason Jordan, but that's not what we got, and it seems to me like we're going backwards. Gable's going to doing the exact same thing that he did when Jason Jordan first started teaming with him in NXT. He's all excited, he's so whatever, and it's dumb. The US Open Challenge, AJ versus Ty Dillinger, he beats him very quickly, all the shenanigans with Baron Corbin. And then Corbin doesn't get it. He throws a hissy fit. Mike Kanellis finally gets a spot on SmackDown. All the rumors and everything going on with Mike, but he wrestles Bobby Roode. It's basically a squash match, and Maria Kanellis does absolutely jack on the outside. You have to do something. You're a heel manager. That's what you are, a heel valet. You have to do something. And it was almost like she was just sitting there with her arms folded. I mean, she basically should have been. Because you didn't hear her. You should have heard her. And I don't know what the directive was. But this, again, is another time where screw what the directive is. When you're in front of a live crowd, you have to get over no matter what. And all the talent knows that. You just can't, do something to derail. It's very hard to explain. You can't. Maria has to get over in that spot. She has to, not to be the focal point, but she has to direct her focal point, which is her husband in the ring. And she has to get him over and get, it just didn't work, and I hated it. I loved seeing the two of them wrestle, because I had actually wanted to see the two of them wrestle in a meaningful match, like on SmackDown, or Raw or whatever. But since Mike was on SmackDown, it just made more sense. I can't understand it. Aiden English, beautiful singing voice. Kevin Owens comes out. Promo, Shane McMahon, promo, Shane. Kevin, get out. Aiden English, get back in the ring. You're about to face Sami Zayn. comes Sammy. Kevin goes to commentary. The promo by Kevin was really good, but I was really waiting on, because Kevin Owens was talking about him stealing the spotlight from the wrestlers, talking about Shane. I was waiting on Shane to go, if you were over enough, you wouldn't have to, or I wouldn't have to come out and steal the spotlight. But anyway, you know, that just kind of plays off of what we saw last night with the realism, anyway, that we saw last night. But it didn't happen, alas, and Kevin Owens goes to commentary. The match starts, Sami Zayn, Aiden English. Kevin Owens decides he wants to be the referee. He wants to show people how it's done. So he goes, pulls the ref shirt off, which you could tell was way too big for the ref that they had in there, because it has to fit Kevin Owens. He puts it on. He starts counting Sammy because he's on the top rope. Sammy's, what the hell's going on? The dichotomy between these two is just phenomenal. And then all of a sudden, Kevin gives him the pop-up powerbomb, gives Aiden English the win. Quick count, too, on top of that. Shane says it's like it never happened. He's throwing it out. I love that we're having a slow build. It seems like a nice slow build for these two, and they've got to have a match at Survivor Series. I mean, they just have to. Unless they're going to do a Hell in a Cell, which would make sense, but you only got like 5 weeks to get that done, so you got to get on it. You got to make that another thing. Hey, let's have 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Let me get to the other one that I'm proposing here in just a second. Dolph Ziggler, great heel promo. I mean, just perfect for what he's doing. And it's kind of like he's doing this same thing over and over. When am I going to get respect? When am I going to get respect? And he did it last year until he started getting respect. Now it's like he's reverting back. I don't know what they're going to do with Ziggler. I know that certain people, from what I hear anyway, and of course what I read, the rumors and everything, aren't very high on Ziggler and haven't been for a long time. I doubt Ziggler ever re-signs with the company, to be honest with you, because I think a lot of his promo was his real emotions. But maybe we'll see next week, unless he puts it off to the next week, or the next week, which is probably what they should do. Just to kind of build it up and get heat, pissing people off. The Usos beat the New Day in a match where the winner picks a stipulation for their title rematch. My suggestion, Hell in a Cell. 5 weeks, put it inside Hell in a Cell. These guys absolutely tore the place down at SummerSlam on the pre-show. Reward these guys. Give them the main event spot, the last match on the Hell in a Cell card, and let them go out there and do what they have. Because if they put Hell in a Cell and put the WWE title in it, they could do Orton. They could make it work with Shinsuke. This match is more perfect. Let's do it, WWE. That's my 2 cents. James Ellsworth interviews Carmella. Carmella's still pissed from last week. Natty interrupts, says, hey, we got a match next week. Carmella leaves. Naomi comes in. Well, in 2 weeks, I want my rematch. So there we have it. In 2 weeks, we have that. Tamina and Tina Stock, the local jobber, that was a train wreck, that whole thing. I just didn't like it at all. Tamina was really reckless with that girl. And I hope and pray to God that somebody got in her ear about it, because that was not good at all. The Fashion Files, always funny. It was just a little segment compared to maybe some of the longer stuff they've done, but it was still good. Season 2 premiere. The main event, Mahal and Rusev versus Nakamura and Orton. Orton, out of all people, you see the last part of Nakamura's entrance, and then Randy Orton gets a full entrance. Messed up. The WWE Champion deserves that spot. That's another place where I think that they're just kind of not respecting. They give Jinder Mahal the WWE title, and it's like it means nothing. And he's trying to elevate the WWE title and the importance of it, and it's like WWE doesn't even care. Give him an entrance, dark, in front of just a live crowd, but not on TV. Let Randy Orton get that shine. The baby faces won. Orton, I didn't love the match at all. And then Orton RKO's Nakamura because they have a number one contendership match next week. Winner goes on to face Jinder probably at Hell in a Cell. Let's see where it goes. This was the first SmackDown that I more or less hated in a long time. I didn't hate everything, but you know, the Usos and New Day match was fantastic. And the Faction Files was funny. And then, other than that, the Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon stuff was good. Other than that, SmackDown sucked. I can't believe I'm saying these words. SmackDown Live sucked tonight. And I'm glad that I didn't spend 2 hours watching it live like I normally do. I normally make it a point that if sometimes I can't be live for Raw, but I always try to make it a point to, as much as I can, to be live and to live tweet SmackDown Live, but it just wasn't happening tonight, and I'm glad for the first time ever, well, first time since the brand split, that I didn't watch the show live tonight. It is what it is. So, that's my take on the show. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Always follow me on Twitter at TheAnswerChaos. And until next week, deuces, guys. Chaos out.